Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I got caught looking at my cell phone. So sorry about that. Um, I see in the chat window in the feed, Jamie the printer is having an open house event. He's got a bunch of guests. It looks like students are over there. I wish he was answering his phone. I'd pull him on screen, but maybe we'll get him later. Right now, I want to introduce everybody to two people who I didn't even know I needed in my life until I needed them in my life. And then there they were, not just for me, but for the entire Printerverse. I am thrilled to introduce to you Paul DeHart, the CEO, and Les, I can never say your last name correctly. Sanj?
You can just call me Les. It's much easier.
Okay, less is more, right?
Yeah.
The business development consultant for BlueToad. If you have clicked over to internationalprintdate.org and seen our magnificent, and even to be more magnificent once the session replays are available, they have created the interactive conference program for this conference. I just want to thank you so much. And I want everybody to know, I did not have anything to do with creating it, as far as Christine Alexander from Creative Squirrel designed the files, but the process to make it interactive. And I don't just mean a flippable PDF. Anybody could do that. I could have done that myself. This is truly an interactive version of our program. There's video capabilities that pop up out of the screen. I'm going to figure out how to get some of my podcasts to come on live. But this session is called The Opportunity of Interactive Publishing, and I'm going to pop off the screen and let these gentlemen take it over from here. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you. Well, it's great. We appreciate the opportunity to get to talk to everyone and introduce you to our company and what we have to offer. I'm Paul DeHart, as Deborah said. I'm the CEO and one of the founders of BlueToad. And we've been doing this now for nearly 2 decades, which is quite a long time in this industry, providing digital solutions to publishers. We worked with publishers all over the globe. Currently, we have thousands of active publishing customers that use our solutions. And quickly, just to give you an overview, we started 15, 16, 17 years ago with digital editions, the classic versions that everyone, understands. The page flip sort of replicas is what we call them. But that's really evolved over the years. They're much more interactive, as Deborah was talking about. They're responsive, they're mobile friendly. We've seen a lot of introduction of audio. So we create, as an example, audio versions of all the articles. So a reader can just go in, click on it, and listen to the article. So there's a lot of capabilities, and they don't have to be difficult or time consuming to implement. And that's really where we step in. Another thing we're doing, just as the direction of digital publishing is growing, we're seeing more relevant content experiences. So customers maybe have a large archive and they want to put a quick edition together of various articles on a specific subject. Doing things like that, once we've broken down all the content and we have it in our system, is very easy to do. We work directly with publishers, but we also work in partnerships with printers, and that's kind of our specialty. We've been doing that since we started the company. We understand printers, we understand the dynamics and where we fit into the overall offering that they have. So we understand often the print job is very big and the digital might be much smaller. But we understand that, and we're used to working in that environment. And so we're very conscious to make sure we put our printers first, and that we represent them well. We work with a lot of printers. We probably have about 15 active ones that we work with currently. And what we have to offer really is sort of a branded turnkey solution. We kind of make it easy to just come in, put some branding to it, and allow you as a printer to offer this product to your customers directly. So why is it important? I'll touch on 3 things just generally before I turn it over to Les and let him talk a little bit. First off, I'm a big believer in the print product. Even though I own and run a digital company, I love print. And a lot of times we'll have customers and publishers and printers ask, like, really, where does the digital fit in? Because we know publishers already have websites and they have social media. So how does this fit? And I think readers still want a clean experience when they're reading content that reminds them of what they're used to, which is a print experience. And so they like a curated, packaged solution and delivery of content where it has a beginning, it has an end, and all of those things. And so still providing that in a digital form kind of hits a unique part of their audience who wants access on a phone. They want access on their computer, but they still need that structure of a typical edition or issue. And that's where we think this really fits in. You could do things like just publish, and we've had publishing customers that move to their website and they just start publishing content. The problem is you then just kind of fit into a really large pool of anyone who can push content through a website. And so that structure we find is really important. Why is it important to printers? This is a companion product to the print. Your customers are looking for it. They're doing digital somewhere. And if it's something you can offer, it's one more connection point, one more value add that you can bring to the table. And our solution, we leverage everything from a print ready PDF to create the experience that Deborah was talking about. So we just get a PDF. We're extracting content. If there is some audio or video elements that want to be added, those are easy to do. But we try and make it as just effortless as possible, both for you as the printer partner, but also the end customer. So this is an offering you could kind of bring into the fold without having to put a lot of energy into it, and have it there for when those customers really do look for and need a digital solution. And I got two quick stories I'm just going to share. One, we had a very large customer when we first started, years ago, and they, they wanted us and our printer partner to come by and talk to them. And when we showed up, this is a place that had hundreds of employees. We sat at a board meeting where there was probably 15 people around this big table. And the one thing they asked when we all stepped into the room was, yeah, we'll do it as long as we don't have to actually do anything. And that's the key. So many publishers, they got enough on their plate. They don't want to have more work and more things to do. And we were able to come in and say, hey, listen, you don't. Because of our printer relationship, those files you send to print, they give to us, we process, and there's really no more work on your part. We can create this really rich and engaging experience. And then you can decide if you want to get more involved down the road with more sort of interactive material if you want. Why is it important? Ultimately, for you to have this as an offering. We also had a separate story, but another very large customer that we'd been working with them for years through a printer partner. Again, this was one of the largest digitally distributed pieces of content in the world. We'd worked with them for years, done a lot of very unique things with them. And then one day, one of our other printer partners gave us a call and said, hey, we've got this great opportunity with one of our long-standing print customers. We'd love to offer a digital solution to them. And they mentioned the name of them, and it was the same customer. And so we didn't know this whole time. We'd been working through one printer, working on their digital solution with them for years. And that printer was actually using the digital as sort of a way to get into the relationship and ultimately bring that over on the print side. And their existing printer, who also worked with us, never even thought to bring it up, and ultimately lost that customer. So just an interesting story. Again, we've been around for quite some time. We've seen the direction of this industry, and ultimately, digital doesn't have to be complicated and shouldn't be. Readers don't want to have to work to consume your content. It should be clean and efficient. It should be on the devices that matter to them. And our goal is to really bring all that together and offer that through printer partnerships, and make it really easy for both you and your end publishers. So I'll turn it over to Les. Les is our sales rep kind of worldwide, but is located in Europe. And he's been working with us for a while and has a rich history in the industry, and has been a great part of our team. So Les, take it over.
Hey, thanks, Paul. That was a great overview, and things haven't changed in, oh my God, before I came on here, I just wrote a few notes down and some timelines. And I can't believe it was the year 2000 when I first got involved with digital publishing, which is 23 years ago now. It's like, wow, what happened to the time? And boy, have things changed. So really, I used to be in the print industry. I was a print company and a print rep, print manager, director of a company. Love print, still love print today. And you were saying, you know, digital is not instead of print. Digital augments the print, works together with it. So 23 years ago, some chap came into the print office one day selling paper. And he sat down, did this great presentation on why his paper company was the best. And at the end of the presentation, he then asked us what we did. So I thought you should have asked that at the beginning, but never mind. Anyway, we weren't impressed. We didn't want to buy any paper. And as he was leaving, I said, oh, he said, I've got something to show you. And he showed me this little pagey turny thing on his laptop. And I went, oh, that's pretty cool. Can I get a copy of it? And I could in those days. So I got a copy of it and off he went. Never bought any paper for him. But then I saw this pagey turny flipping thing and it just switched on. I thought, wow, people could send this by email. They could put it on their website. I got really excited about it. So we, as a print company, funnily enough, decided to offer what was called back then the digital alternative. It's married the print. We just needed the print file. And we started providing these digital editions to customers. They loved them. In fact, they loved them so much, our print company became a digital publishing company. It was a lot easier. So from there, we grew. And because I came from a print background, I've always believed, and still today, the best people to get your digital edition from is your printer, because you trust your printer with your print. You spend a lot of time and effort. There's great relationships, and the printer's got the only thing you need to use the BlueToad platform, which is the PDF file. So it kind of made sense to me. So I went off talking to different print companies way back then. Be honest with you, got escorted out of a few print companies because they thought digital was not a good thing, but things have changed since then. And I have seen the industry evolve over 20 years. Things have got better, quicker, audio, broadband came along, everything that's going on nowadays, and even AI is now coming into things. So I'm really proud to still be in this industry, still work with customer clients, big publishers, little publishers, but also print clients, because I still truly believe the best place for a client to get their digital edition is from their printer. So long live print and digital.
Yeah, okay. Guys, if you could just pull me back on screen for a moment. So I actually want to make a case for you, because Les and I have been connected for a very long time, and I was always have been I don't understand, printers already have the files. You could do so many things with the files that you already have. But I have to say that it was during the paper crisis, which I guess we're allowed to say now without making printers fall off their chairs, that I was not understanding why, there weren't more people thinking out of the box regarding, okay, our magazine is going to be a little delayed, but let's give like 1 or 2 articles in a digital edition and tease people, or use digital editions to get people to subscribe to printed magazines or other things, or get into your ecosystem. There are really a lot of ways that you can lead with the digital publications and then get print work out of it at the end. And to your most excellent point, this is your product is not just a flippy PDF, as people are saying in the chat now. This is an experience, and it's a fantastic mobile experience as well. So I just want to thank you so much for your partnership, and for really just staying in there, because you're right, Les. In the beginning, people were like, get out of here. We don't want these digital publishing people around. But you guys are amazing. So I'm going to say goodbye to Team BlueToad, but you can get in touch with them, BlueToad.com. Gentlemen, thank you so